Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is day 6 of 45 days DAX challenge, and today we will discuss date different function in Power BI. So if you are preparing for Power BI interviews or want to master DAX, this video is for you. This 45 days DAX challenge series is for you. So please be with me till end of 45 days, and I guarantee by end of 45 days you will master each and every DAX function which I am going to discuss for next 45 days. Fine. So let's start. But before that, do let me know in the comment section which DAX function you want to learn on day 7. And if you are here for the first time, so don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button. So without any further delay, let's jump to Power BI desktop. So here I am at Power BI desktop. Fine. So what I'll do is I'll create one table. So in home, if you go to table view, in the home we have option of new table. So I'll click on this. Okay. So I'll create one calendar. So how we create one calendar, I have already discussed. If you have not watched it, please go and watch all the videos which I am discussing in this series. So the name I'll say calendar. Okay, calendar. So the keyword is calendar, and then asking for two argument, a start date and end date. So a start date, I'll say a start date, and I am using date function. So date function asking for three argument, that is year, month and day, and this will return date in date time format. Okay, so I want, let's say, from January 1 2025. So what I'll do is first I'll specify year, then month, then date. Okay, and end date I want 2 days date. So today is 28 June. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll write let's say date, today is 28 June 6/28. Fine. Or let's say I'll not say today, I'll just keep January 1 for 2026. If I press enter, we got dates column in a date time. If you want to change the data type, so what I'll do is first you can change your format, different type of format we have. Okay, and data type here is date time, so you can change date time to date. Now we got like date along with day, but I want only DDMMYY. So what I'll do is I'll go on format and will click on DDMMYY. So the date changed to date format. Fine. So let's discuss first function of text function of 2 days. Fine. And the same I have posted on Instagram as well, so please go and check out Instagram. I'll copy the link in the description box. So I'll click on new column, and I want date difference. So the syntax is, let's say the column name I want is day diff day. Okay, date diff, I want day diff day. So the syntax is date diff. It is asking for three argument, date 1, date 2 and date 3. So date 1 I am giving like a date column of calendar date. So calendar date. Date 2 I'll give 2 days date, that is nothing but 2028. Sorry, 2028 6/2025. Okay. Interval we have multi type of like many interval like day, hour, minute, month, quarter, second, week and year. So I'll discuss each and every interval. Okay, sorry, I'll want day. If I press enter, so what it will give is, it will give the day difference between 2 days and January 1st 2025. Okay, or let's say for easy purpose you can change to January 1 2026, so it will be easy to calculate. See, 365 days in a year, so the difference between these two dates is 365 days. Fine. So we calculated the difference between the day between these two dates, and using DATEDIFF function. Again, I'll create one new column. In this I'll say I want day difference in, let's say, month. So here I'll give month. So it will give the difference between two dates in a month. Okay. Again, I'll create one new column. Here, let's say I want in a year. Okay, year. So it will give the date difference in a year, like how many years is in between the defined date, such that like January 1st 2025 to January 1 2026. So 1 year is coming. Okay, we have discussed three intervals. Again, I'll click on new column, and let's say this time I want difference in hour. Okay, so I'll click on R, and here I'll give R. So we got the difference between two dates in number of R, like how many numbers of R between 1st January 2025 to 1st January 2026. I hope you got it. And again, I'll create one new column, and we'll check for minute. So this will nothing but the 8760 into 60. Okay, because it will change to minute. So we got day difference in a minutes between two mentioned date. Fine. Again, I'll generate in second. Sorry, I'll calculate in second the date difference between two dates in second, like how many seconds are between these two dates. So what will happen is it will multiply minutes to 60, because in 1 minute we have 60 seconds. So whatever minutes is there, if you multiply in by 60, then we will like convert that in a second. So we got second difference between two dates, like how many seconds are there between these two dates. So we are able to discuss 6 intervals. Again, we'll we'll generate one new column, and we discuss day, we discuss hour, we discuss minutes, we discuss month, we will discuss quarter, and week is remaining. So first I'll discuss quarter. So I'll name this column date difference Q, quarter, like how many quarters are there between in a mentioned two dates. So 4 quarter, because in year we have 4 quarter, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Fine. So 4 quarters are there between two dates. And last interval of this DATEDIFF function is week. So I'll just change interval to week, and what will give is it will give the date difference between two dates in week, like how many number of weeks are there between the mentioned two dates. So we have 52 weeks. So if I calculate, like let's say January 1st 2026 to January 1st 2025, then we got 52 weeks between these mentioned dates. Fine. So I hope you understand. And but here we have to make sure that here whatever here I'm defining, like calendar date, comma, like first date, and this one is second date. So always you have to remember that second date should always be greater than like first date, and if second date is greater than first date, then in that case result will be in a positive, else result will be negative. So if let's say here I'm giving calendar date, I'll paste after 2026, then what will happen is it will give the same result but in a negative way, because they will ask, because that is the rule that second date should be greater than first date. See, we got result but in a negative way. Okay, so always you have to make sure that second date should be greater than first date. So what I'll do is I'll undo this. Okay, and Yeah, so we discussed each and every interval of DATEDIFF function, and if you are preparing for interview, then you can expect some question from DATEDIFF function. And this DATEDIFF in DAX is same as DATEDIFF in SQL. Okay, but the syntax is different, but the concept, but the motto, but the logic is same. I hope you understood what is DATEDIFF in DAX. We will discuss some other function going forward. Okay, so for that you have to subscribe the channel so that you can get update whatever I'll post in this series. Okay, so don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe to the channel. We will meet soon. Till then, take care and bye.